Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a new episode of the Spiritual Inspired Show. I am your host, Claudiu Murgan. For previous episodes, please visit Auraverse Network, spiritualinspired.ca, and our YouTube channel. Today, we are going to talk about reconnecting with oneself, how to inspire others, how women could move from overwhelm to self-awareness, and all this with Shehla Moin. Shehla, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me here.
You are a very brave soul to talk this subject with your sisters in Pakistan. So I would like to start the discussion by asking you, what's an emotion you personally used to suppress that you now treat as useful information?
Okay. The emotions I suppressed were overthinking, overthinking, and my negative thinking, right? And my anger. So these were the emotions which I was suppressing, right? So then I became aware of all these my emotions and my first I became aware of my emotions, then myself. Then I just realized that why not start something for other women and be them a source of inspiration for other women so they can be aware of the emotions and how can they like work forward and move forward in their lives.
And you, as you mentioned, you help women try to reconnect with themselves. So, what does someone typically look and sound like when they've become disconnected from themselves? What are the signs you are looking for?
Yeah, the number one sign is they are having most of the negative thoughts within themselves. Their self-talk becomes negative. They are like having self-doubts, low confidence, and sometimes it's like being lethargic, being procrastinating for everything and not taking, the main thing is not taking action, like not moving forward even though they want to do, they have their like want to achieve something, but they are so overwhelmed with their emotions that they are not able to take the next step.
And how do the society at large or your close circle perceive what you do? Because in certain cultures, this type of interaction and help is not always accepted.
Well, first it was quite difficult for me also, right? To Actually, it was like first being aware of myself, right? So when I became aware of myself, I then realized that what was happening inside me and all the other my the close relations or the close family members or the people who I deal with, right? So it took me some time to make them explain that, I mean, this is right and this is wrong and this is the boundary and here we need to work on ourselves.
And I know that sometimes we all we have the intention to move to new choices, but it's hard. It's not easy. We have to put certain strategy in place and stick to it. So, in your opinion, what's the difference between a decision someone makes to escape discomfort and one they make with real clarity? And how do you help a client tell those apart in the moment?
Well, the main thing is when the client comes to me, right? So I just let them, like, I mean, what we can say, I just understand them and like I just listen to them. The main My clients are come to me for the reason that I understand them better, right? I just let them say what they are feeling, what they are thinking, and then we just have a work with their internal patterns and as what they are feeling, what they are having emotions inside them, what they are having their internal talks. Then we move forward. Then I ask them reflective questions. that they gain the clarity, and they became aware, and then when they gain clarity, then obviously they move forward with their decisions. They make better decisions, and we create a different path for different possibilities, and they are able to see, because you can uh, tell them it is a like a fog, right? The brain becomes like a thick fog. They cannot have any decisions. They cannot be decisive for anything, and they don't take actions, right? Although they want to, but when they have their clarity inside, I work inside out, right? When they have their clarity inside, they automatically become to take the right path and new possibilities.
Beautiful. And I know that even in the West, let alone a country like Pakistan, sees this type of approach and this type of work sometimes as silly, as inefficient, because people don't try it, afraid of what they might find within
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
So, in your situation, are the women open to this type of work? Are they afraid that someone might laugh at them for taking this approach?
Yeah, they are afraid. Like obviously, I was afraid because I went through this journey. So I was afraid to connect with myself, right? It was a fear to connect to myself. But although obviously other women have to, so this is the first thing that we have to build the trust. We have to give them the space, the safe space where they can be open, right? So they can be open and like talk safely within a non-judgmental environment. And obviously their privacy is their confidentiality and their privacy is like remains there. So my clients come, so I take first two sessions just to be like connect to themselves, just to be have a safe space and just to be comfortable. Then they start to open up. And as a coach, uh, like it is my you can say my job description to ask those reflective questions, those powerful questions, which automatically like you can say opens them up, right?
Yes, indeed. And you take care of the women. But my question is, who's take care of the men? Because they are, I think, even more damaged psychologically than the women. I mean, we are the macho guys, we have to be in control. And yes, the women, the feminine energy will start healing through this type of services, through your type of help. But in your society right now, do men have similar help? Are they open to go through the same process of healing?
No, I don't think so, because there's a gap, because obviously it's everywhere, not in our society, it's everywhere that the men are supposed to be more stronger, right? Obviously more stronger, and they themselves they are conditioned of we all are conditioned that emotions are something that we don't want to talk about. And if we talk about our anger, our sadness, anything, we are told to be not being weak and not being stronger and too emotional or too sensitive, right? So this is the gap here, right? So I think this is you have asked a very good question, that men men mostly they don't even open up uh, like we women do. And they I think there should be some spaces or some help for them too, so that they can like pour out their concerns there. And they should be having some safe spaces, so they can be like be more stronger emotionally.
Yes, and in my opinion, the danger is, or the challenge is, that the women will open up, will try to heal emotional wounds, while the men will stay at the same level, low level of consciousness. That means the gap between them will broaden up. And while you are trying to heal the women, they're going to still feel frustration because they cannot see too much change, positive change in their husbands. So I don't know how that gap can be um, healed and filled with only one side, the feminine side, without
Yeah.
addressing the men. Because in the Western society, these days, men are slowly opening up to this type of services, to this type of healing. But in your culture, I think that's a kind of a taboo thing, shows weakness, not wisdom.
Yeah. So I think we should, I mean, it's our responsibility also, and we should something create some this gap to fill some gap to became to create. So first thing is that awareness, right? So we have to create this awareness here. Men are doing it, but not at that percentage or at that rate the women are doing. Obviously there are more places, more coach things like that for women in our society. But I think there is a gap, and we should think positively and we should think actively for this gap to be fulfilled.
Yes, and what I suggest jokingly, of course, I put it out there jokingly, is for Pakistan to send batches of 50 to 100 men to the West, go through this healing process, because here they won't be ashamed, and then ship them back, transform men.
That's a great idea.
Shela, resilience and hope are two different things. One is about enduring, the other about expecting good outcomes. Which do you find is usually missing first in someone who comes to you overwhelmed?
Yeah, it's the resilience,
Hmm.
right? It's the resilience. So like women, I mean, they want quick outcomes, right? They want quick outcomes, they want quick fixing. Even not women, I think, I mean, it's being what's the environment and what's the impacting everyone in the world. So it's the missing part is the resilience, right? We just want quick fixes, we just want quick outcomes, we just want to have the issue resolved, the challenge resolved for the time being, right? Because but the but the work starts from a very beginning, right? So when we are no, we don't work on our roots, on the challenges we faced earlier. So these come this resilience is there too, right? This resilience should be like when we start to work on our emotions from previously from the childhood. So this can be built, but here I think the gap is about resilience, not the outcome.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for sharing that. So, you describe wanting to create conversations rather than deliver advice. Why is that distinction, conversation versus advice, important to how you actually coach?
Well, the for as being a coach, it's not being giving advice to a client, right? uh, we have learned that the all a person has all the resources inside him, right? He or she has all the resources inside him. So the main thing is to dig out all those resources, and these resources are hidden because of like you can say you can imagine that it's a busy train station, right? So negative all this negativity, all this negative emotions, all these negative thoughts, these limiting beliefs are like these thoughts are like train station, right? So they come and they go, and then when you see a clear path, all this fog goes away, all these barriers goes away. There you can see the clear path, right? So the main is that people just want to, even I have so many clients who just they don't need any like techniques, anything. They just need to be heard. So the main thing is when they are being heard, they are being they find someone to trust themselves, then they start to open up, right? So the main thing is to, and for advice, as a coach, we don't give advices, right? The person find, we empower them so much that they find their solutions themselves.
Thank you. And you live in a country which is bordering a war zone. How do you see the life from that perspective? Are people worried? Can they go about their lives and still focus on what's important to them? What's your perspective?
Yeah, people are here being more aware, right? And from your platform, I want to like say this Pakistan is being it's being, like you can say, it's being a more aware country, right? It's being obviously it's getting more you can say being more aware and being trying to uplift everyone, right? So it's people are here are being more like taking care of themselves and their families and being more aware.
And I know there are a lot of interesting sacred sites in Pakistan. Have you had the chance to visit any of them and meditate and bring your energy or feel the energy of the of those places?
Yeah, we have I performed I mean uh, in our religion there is a place like Makkah, as I don't know, yeah, there's a secret place, the Kaaba. That's the house of the Kaaba. So I've been there and I've meditated there and I've like found that spiritual energy in myself. And I do meditate spiritually and the other meditation too.
Thank you. And what's next for you professionally?
Uh, for next, my goal is to be a train the trainer of NLP. As I am already done my master practitioner, and my other next goal is to be a the trainer of NLP and to teach other women the the thing which I have learned.
Shela, it's been a pleasure. You are my first guest from Pakistan. How can people get in touch with you? And if you have any final words?
Yeah, people can get in touch with me. I have my social media social media handles. So if you like, I can just share them with you, or what would you like? I'm a founder of like Ruya Growth. It's a safe space, and I'm working as an emotional clarity and confidence coach for women who are overwhelmed with their negative thinking, emotional negative emotions, and limiting beliefs, and their inner conflicts. And so they become aware of their emotions, be clear, and then they can work more with confidence. So Roya Growth is my you can say it's it's close to my heart because I've created that space. That was my dream, to be empowered myself and to empower other women. So I
Perfect.
will be I can share my social handles with you. Then I have my one-on-one coaching sessions. My programs are launching on my landing page, so I will be sharing with you all these.
Thank you very much. And thank you for all the work you are doing. All the best.
Thank you so much.
And to my viewers, thank you for watching. Share it, leave a comment. And until next time, love and gratitude.